girls in every corner of the globe facing grave danger simply because they were full and equal human beings. That's what they decided, worthy of developing their boundless potential. And the more I traveled and met with girls and learned from experts about this issue, the more I realized that the barriers to girls' education isn't just resources. It's not just about access to scholarships or transportation or school bathrooms. It's also about attitudes and beliefs. The belief that girls simply aren't worthy of an education, that women should have no role outside the home, that their bodies aren't their own, their minds don't really matter, and their voices simply shouldn't be heard. And like many of you, as a woman, I take all of this personally. While I'm thankful that I've never faced anything like the horrors that many of these girls endure, like most women, I know how it feels to be overlooked, to be underestimated, to have someone only half listen to your ideas at a meeting, to see them turn to the man next to you, the man you supervise, and assume he's in charge, or to experience those whistles and taunts as you walk down the street. And I've seen how these issues play out, not just on a personal level, but on a national level in our laws and policies. You see, in my lifetime, and I'm not that old, it was perfectly legal for employers to discriminate against women. In my lifetime, women were not legally allowed to make fundamental decisions about their bodies. And practically speaking, many still can't. In my lifetime, domestic violence was seen as a private matter between a man and his wife, rather than as the horrific crime that it is. And today, it is so easy to take for granted all the progress we've made on these kinds of issues. But the fact is that right now, today, so many of these rights are under threat from all sides, always at risk of being rolled back if we let our guard down for a single minute. These issues aren't settled. These freedoms that we take for granted aren't guaranteed in stone. And they certainly didn't just come down to us as a gift from the heavens. No, these rights were secured through long, hard battles waged by women and men who marched and protested and made their voices heard in courtrooms and boardrooms and voting booths and the halls of Congress. And make no mistake about it, education was central to every last one of those efforts. The ability to read, write, and analyze, the confidence to stand up and demand justice and equality, the qualifications and connections to get your foot in that door and take your seat at the table. All of that starts with education. And trust me, girls around the world, they understand this. They feel it in their bones, and they will do whatever it takes to get that education. I've seen it time and time again, girls in Senegal studying at rickety desks in bare concrete classrooms, raising their hands so hard they're almost falling out of their chairs. Girls in Cambodia who wake up hours before dawn, ride their bikes for miles just to get to school. Bangladeshi immigrant girls in the United Kingdom who study for hours every night and proudly wear their headscarves everywhere they go, resolutely ignoring those who would demean their religion. These girls risk everything: the rejection of their communities, the violation of their bodies, everything, just to go to school each day. And then here I show up with a horde of international reporters shoving microphones in their faces. These girls don't blink. They stand up, they look straight into those cameras, and they proudly explain who they want to be. doctors and teachers, forces for change in their countries. You see, they know that education is their only path to self-sufficiency. It is their only chance to shape their own fate rather than having the limits of their lives dictated to them by others. And I'm passionate about this because I truly see myself in these girls, in their hunger, in their burning determination to rise above their circumstances and reach for something more.